Alright fellas, the time has come. I'm going to tell you, if you say you don't have time to make dinner, I'm going to reach through the screen and poke you in the eye. Alright, you have time for this. All I did for prep, and it's simple. You got sweet potatoes, chopped them up into big old chunks. You got onions, you got some braised beef, and carrots in the bag. Carrots are probably the greatest vegetable in the history of the world. And the reason why is because it really doesn't matter how much or how little you use, you will never screw up a crock pot meal, okay, by putting in too many carrots. So portions, not really that worried about. The sweet potatoes, they're going to get nice and mushy. The beef is going to add flavor to the whole thing. And of course the onions, they're going to break down a little bit. I got 3 bottles of water. I'm probably going to use about half the Italian dressing for flavor, and that is it. Okay, this is about $10 worth of food, and I'm thinking it could probably serve about 8 people. This will last me for days, just myself, which is awesome. So, anyway, all I do, and this is very simple. Okay, I'm gonna go up a little bit to see the crock pot a little better. I'm going to go ahead, take off the lid, and I'm just going to start putting stuff in there. Okay. Sweet potatoes. It's about 1 onion, bag of carrots, and your beef. You're saying, aren't you going to cook that? Well, this is a crock pot, man. It's going to be like cooking for 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? This is a perfect thing to do before going to work, something like that. You figure, 8, 12 hours cooking. It'll be done by the time you get home. I would suggest, if you can't do it overnight, if you're doing this in the morning, putting it on high so it'll be done by the time you get home. If you do it overnight, you can put it on low. See, this is the middle of the afternoon right here. I'm just going to put this on low. It'll be perfect by tomorrow. The longer you cook it, the better it is. About half a bottle of Italian dressing. That adds all the nifty spices you need. I'm not going to put spices in this. It is absolutely wonderful every single time. I'm putting bottled water in here because I live in West Virginia. Sometimes the water quality can get a little wonky. but that's it. That is it. It could not possibly be any simpler. And it is delicious and absolutely spot on wonderful every single time. I'm telling you, it really is this easy. So, turn this puppy on low, put the lid on it, and when it is done, I will show you the glorious majesty that is this stew. It's absolutely wonderful. Alright, for the crock pot meal, we're about 4 hours in, so I'm going to go ahead, take a look, see where we're at, give it a little stir, and then let it cook for more. Oh, that smells so good. Ooh. Wow. As you can see, the meat is almost completely done. There's a lot of water in there, but you got to figure it's going to cook overnight. Sweet potatoes haven't really started dissolving yet. Everything is still pretty pretty hard. I don't think the carrots are done yet. Neither is the onions, but it's definitely starting to get there. Starting to smell wonderful. That's the thing about crock pot food. If your house stinks or smells funny, and you got company coming, well, they just make them a crock pot meal. everything will be awesome. Anyway, I gotta show you again in the morning. Look at that. Look at that goodness. Can you handle the goodness? Okay, I know what you're thinking, and you're right. 24 hours is a little excessive. But starting to steam it up a little bit. So go back to steam. But yeah, you don't need to do it that long. I just did because that's just kind of how the timetable worked out. And it's looking wonderful. It smells absolutely, I mean, someone needs to invent smell-o-vision, I'm telling you. Because if they ever did, this stuff, there it goes fogging up the lens again. Whew. It smells wonderful. Anyway, it's done, and it's literally that simple. I mean, you just throw the stuff in the pot, mix it, and wait 8 hours, okay? If you're going to do a crock pot meal in 8 hours, I would suggest you turn it on high. Just make sure there's enough water in there. If you're going to do it overnight, you just put it on low. Maybe throw it together before you go to work. But seriously, very little effort. And look at this stuff. It's gorgeous. Man. Anyway. Thanks for watching. I hope you try it yourself and enjoy it. It's really hard to screw up a crock pot meal as long as you keep it simple. You know, when you start adding spices and adding things that don't generally go well together, that's when you mess it up. But yeah, that's what I got. Thanks for watching. Yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy. You know you want to taste that. Yummy, yummy.